All right. I completely forgot I was supposed to stream today, or that I scheduled a stream for today. So I had to basically rush setting up things. But anyway, it's that time of the year again. Welcome to Lantern Rite 2025. I hadn't streamed 2024 because that was shortly before I actually started. But so obviously, if you don't know Lantern Rite for some reason, or if you don't know the game for some reason, Lantern Rite is usually the event that occurs right about Chinese New Year. And that's basically what's going on. And yeah, you can basically tell that Leo is basically stalled for that purpose. And now, basically the intention of for today's stream will just to be simply going through the entirety of the event. Not the entirety of the event, because I don't think we'll be able to get that, but I am going to try at least get as far as possible within like the regular space of time that we usually have. The one thing to know though, and I think that will have a huge impact on this event specifically, I'm still playing with English voice lines. Now I'm not entirely sure how big the impact will be, but as far as I know, it is fairly decently sized, so we'll probably have a bunch of characters muted, but that'll be fine. But I would hope that they're going to resolve that problem soon. Right, where am I supposed to be going? I started off at the very top for a reason, because I wanted to have a little bit more time to talk about things. But yeah, so game is still using English voice lines, which means we'll have missing voice lines. So I hope that'll be fine. But we'll have to see about that one. Actually, I'm curious. Do they change? Wait, hang on. Oh, I'm not supposed to be going here yet. Do they slightly change it? Every year? I'm not quite sure. They probably are. Right. Where I'm supposed to be heading. There we go. I'm not sure who we'll meet up with. Lantern Rite is usually the event where you meet up with everyone from Liyue. Hu Tao appears to be the first one.
Look, it's Hu Tao.
And I'm guessing the vibe...
Shall we go
I didn't hear anything, so she might be affected.
Hey! Stop right there, heroes!
At least she isn't.
What the? Oh, Xiangling! I was just kidding around. Happy Lantern Rite. Hope I didn't scare ya. Nah, of course not. We were just about to go say hi to Hu Tao.
Also, I don't really know much about what'll happen this year. I did see one thing. Apparently, they're selling the lanterns again.
We can't disturb her now, or we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
Which a lot of people in the previous Lantern Rites at least were complaining about that, because I believe you can actually in this one you can actually buy these lanterns that you can have flying into the sky, which I believe were only available in the very first one.
Well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift. But she's so
But that's basically all I know from this event.
So, to try it on.
Apart from the fact that it's, you know, the usual Lantern Rite business.
Ooh, what kind of outfit is it? A bright red one, of course. The color of prosperity and the color of Lantern Rite. But just so you're aware, Hu Tao's not really been herself lately.
So I'm
Whenever
guessing
I invite her to hang out, she either finds an excuse not to come.
They're talking about some kind of skin, I'm guessing. That's my assumption right now.
I've tried asking her what's wrong, but she won't even admit there's a problem. Anyway, so that outfit was my way of saying that I'm here as her friend, and I hope she'll feel better soon.
Oh, hang on. Okay, there we
Paimon
go.
was just thinking that she looked kind of troubled.
We've never seen Hutao like this before. What could it be possibly be? Maybe business isn't going as well, but I don't think that'll be the case. Just then you feel something cold against your face. Someone has crept up behind you and is now covering your eyes. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem right here. We don't actually know what this could be, because there's no voice line. Now, I would have to guess it's gonna be Utao. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure she literally just saw us. And I don't see Tsang Li thing in such a tone that you can tell it based on the text alone. I'm gonna guess with Utao, and I guess I was right. Looks like she's wearing the skin, at least the... Yeah, I'm just gonna say skin, basically. Don't mind me taking screenshots for the thumbnail.
Wow, Hutao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
Fontaine. Okay, to be fair, if you look at it, it does give me Fontaine vibes, not the, yeah, it does definitely give me Fontaine vibes.
Nope. The tailor happened to be in Liyue looking for a change of scenery and fresh inspiration. We got talking and really hit it off. So it was no trouble at all.
Because if you had to think about it, where could it fit in? And I would, in that case, I think I would actually have to say Fontaine, probably.
Oh, stop! I'm just glad you like it.
I feel like Hoyo might have put more effort in the animations. I think, at least. Let's see what's been buffering here. Not entirely. I mean, Xiangling was literally just saying she's a little concerned.
Your voice is as sweet as ever, Hutao, but we're your friends. You can't hide how you're feeling from us, no matter how hard you may try.
It's also possible that she's, like, involved in the plannings. It's a work-related thing. That... Something to keep in mind, she is basically literally selling coffins, so... Might have had trouble, bit of a troubling incident at work, maybe. Maybe not necessarily incident, but, you know...
You mean the funeral parlor?
Some kind of, customer might have been making her upset a little. Okay, so, but basically she's telling us to not worry about it.
That's gotta be a first. Guess it must be something super complicated, huh?
Business isn't always just earning money, basically. Or it's also difficult at sometimes. Look at Kaching. We're also getting Kaching in the mix.
You think Kaching would be able to help?
At least teach you about the work-life balance. I was about to think about it. I think someone was struggling. I don't remember someone really struggling hard, and I think it might have been... Or I think it might have been Ganyu. Not quite sure.
Idea! Especially since it's festival season.
Might be wrong, so...
I heard the Ministry of Civil Affairs is putting on a street fair with loads of cool stuff to do.
Matches up with the previous events.
Us.
Genshin new channel, you have some kind of mini games.
Yeah, take some time to relax and recover your energy. Then you'll knock this thing out in no time.
I was about to say, I mean, she might be busy for business reasons, which means you can't just go ahead and drop everything, unfortunately.
Really? You sure you can't get out of it?
Okay. So basically, go ahead.
Okay, fair enough. But don't take too long. And after the fair, how about we all have a
She
meal
did say
at
you
one of
had
the
a meeting,
restaurants?
so
My treat, of course.
might be an hour, might be 2 hours, might also be more if it's like my work that just keeps going on and on.
Me neither.
I'm getting the
Everyone's
vibe that
drooling
they're
already.
putting more effort in animations for some reason. To be fair, I know that the Lantern Rite is obviously, if I had to guess, probably the most important event in the Genshin year, because of the whole Chinese thing, of course. So I wonder if that's the reason for that. But you know, I think you would kind of expect. I might also just be wrong, but basically what I've noticed in Genshin is that they would keep reusing animations. Like you'd almost always see the exact set of animations being played out in like all the missions. I think the most notable one is like if someone's excited, it's always the same animation where they go slightly forward and such, and with the arms. But I have a for me it felt like they were using a bunch of animations here that we haven't seen before, which I think is slightly strange, and kind of tells me that they put a little bit more effort in this one. But I might just be wrong, to be fair. But it's just something I noticed. Right, let's see. So, in the previous Lantern Rites, it was always also the fact that we had mini games and such. Like, I believe always free. If I had to guess, it's gonna be similar this time around. But let's see. Also, I'm not quite sure on whether I'll look first. Catching also has no voice. So that makes 2 out of 3. Not a good rate. I believe Lan Yan was a new character though.
I take it these coins go inside the envelope? They look a little different from regular Mora.
Okay, they are fairly large. But coinage offers, I wonder if it's like just a regular fancy coin which has no worth, or if it's like an actual value. Because if I remember correctly, right, we do have like IRL, we also have these special coins which are technically worth money, I believe.
The sign of Vice Ravana.
I'm kind of curious.
An exorcism sigil.
But I'm getting the vibe it's
Widely
probably
used
not the
in
case here.
thaumaturgy. These days, it's used as a lucky charm to prevent disaster and bring favor. Quite popular with business owners, hoping for peace and prosperity.
Sounds like Hutao might need one.
Oh, I interrupted you, didn't I? Oh, sorry. I just got a little carried away.
Or at least we don't really know what's happening, or like what's wearing Hutao, but maybe she'll need that. So, she originated from Genuine, from the sounds of it.
You flatter me, Lady Yuhong. My family are but distant relatives. We would hardly consider ourselves the true heirs to that illustrious lineage.
To be fair, I have not actually checked out the new Veil before. Like, I have not at all, to be fair. There's plenty of regions that I haven't really checked off Genshin yet. I think I think I have some
Well,
assets
I
in the
won't
Inazuma
deny
card,
that
for
I pride
example.
myself on my level
They're
of
still hidden.
learning. So by all means, it would be my pleasure
I
to
definitely
assist
haven't
the
finished these
lady
stories that
Liyue.
you have there.
Ka-ching! Hard at work with the festivities as usual, huh?
Oh, I just realized if you count Paimon, then it's technically 2 out of 4. So, but at least because we have half. I hope you're keeping a reasonable work-life balance this year. I forgot things from the previous Lantern Rite, but it sounds like might have been a problem in the last one. So hang on a second. Yeah, so here's a confirmation that she's from Chenyu Vale.
Wow, nice to meet you, Madam Lan.
Lantern Rite has been previously always been at Liyue, like the main city of Liyue. Nowhere else.
The Traveler, his buddy Paimon, and Xiangling. Hello.
Sounds like she already knows us.
Oh, sorry. Interrupted again, didn't I? It's just quite exciting.
Or to be fair,
Meeting
at this point, who hasn't really known,
I never
who
imagined
hasn't
I'd get the
like
chance.
learned about the Traveler? I would say even people from since Naya would have at least heard
I think
about
you
Traveler
mean
at some
two
point.
people, right? I'm just a chef. A good one, but it's not that much to get excited about. You don't need to include me just to be polite. Oh, I beg to differ. The first meal I ate in Liyue Harbor was at Wanmin Restaurant. Xiangling's cooking gave my taste buds plenty to be excited about.
I forgot which one this is. I think it's a big one, right? I think so. Well, I might be completely wrong. I don't think it is. Anyway. I'm also having a bit, another from Liyue moment, so... But anyway, let's see. Nice to meet them.
Please,
Nice to meet
call me
Lanyan.
Lanyan. And I'm no master craftswoman. Just a humble maker of handicrafts.
But yeah, I haven't discovered Chenyu Vale at all yet at this point. Probably should, to be fair. But it sounds like we'll get to see some of her stuff. Where am I supposed to be going? Okay, on the other side of this area. The festival area. I'm kind of curious. I don't remember. I'm not quite sure if it's the same thing. Oh, we can't jump on it, I think. Yeah, we cannot. Okay. I don't think it's the same thing. As last year. Might be something else. I might also be wrong, but I don't think it's the same thing. I think, actually, to be fair, it doesn't. I believe the Chinese year does change quite a lot. Like they have different set of years, I believe. So might be related to that. Anyway, let's see what Lanyan is up to, though. Oh, that might be the first minigame.
Sounds amazing! But what are the 8 adepts? Are they like adepti?
That really sounded like it, actually, at least. I see. Close enough.
Wow, Paimon's never heard that story before.
Is that a big thing in the middle? Not quite sure.
Shaped like a huge tree, right?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it is the large thing in the middle. So we're getting rid of Liyue history.
Oh, I think I heard that one from a storyteller once. The sanctification of Tao Du.
I don't think we
So
had
Tao
heard
Du
of
is the giant
adeptus
tree?
like people before. Always just been the main adepti. I think at least, might be wrong. He was also a god, let's see. Did they say where it might have been? Nope, just in Liyue.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taudu when you die." It's very insulting, though, so don't go around repeating it.
Yeah, I don't think I will. So that's basically the story. I've been thinking about it, if it did say at some point somewhere some kind of on a big mountain, I think I would actually have to check the map again, but I do recall some kind of big tree on some kind of mountain, which might be related, but it might also be completely wrong.
What?
That's where the sanctification
It
of
is a
Taudu
story that
comes
is
in.
a long time ago,
The
so
8 adepts
I don't
rose up
think
to
it will
solve the
totally
crisis
match up again
and laid down a
at this
great
point.
magic array to purify Taudu.
Yeah, there you go. So apparently, so basically, based on that story, the tree no longer exists, from my understanding.
The border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true?
Those 8 adepts
Who knows,
must
indeed.
be super powerful if they could purify a god. Are we sure they weren't just adepti?
I mean, it did just say adapter like, so based on that, you would assume that it would
Yeah.
be
And
similar.
in fact, their tale specifically emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
If I remember
But it's a little
right, they were
strange.
from several groups that joined forces. A Guixiang one, a Lianshan one, and...
Right, the 3 hermits of Guizhang, the 2 sages of Lianshan, and the 3 beasts of Taodu. Collectively, the 8 adepts. The mainstream narrative holds that the Guizhang hermits and the Lianshan sages were human.
Okay, so we're getting quite a bit of a history lesson from Liu at this point. Oh, and sounds like she might be related, at least in some form
That's
or
certainly
another.
what the clan genealogies claim, although my personal knowledge of Chiman divination is very patchy.
Okay, so it's not clear if if any of this is true or not.
Seriously? Did Shinsho tell you that? Because it sounds like something right out of a martial arts novel. So what about the third hermit?
I believe the 3 are all from Genuine. Actually, no, hang on. Nope, never mind. Only this one was, the other ones are presumably from somewhere else in Genu. It's not really shown from where exactly. Oh, hang on. We're actually in front of a parlor. Is that related to why Tao is concerned of something of some sorts? Might be.
So it's true? The Wang
So at least it
funeral
sounds
parlor
like
really
all
does
these
have a secret
arts
art?
and such did end up being given over to like younger generations and such. And at least the offsprings are still alive
I
today,
heard
from my
from Hu
understanding.
Tao that she is a flaming staff handed down by her forebears. Apparently it has special powers used for cleansing rituals.
Isn't that basically her 5-star weapon?
But it
'Cause I
could
think it's a
just be
staff.
another one of her tall tales. Oh, you probably haven't met Hu Tao yet, have you? She's the director at the funeral parlor.
I've never had the
And
pleasure.
I guess we'll go meet her
but
again?
I've certainly heard of Director Hu Tao.
Actually, no, hang on. Utao did mention that she would be joining us once she's done.
Okay, well these Guizhong hermits sound pretty legit. How about the two sages and the three beasts? What's their story?
I'm guessing maybe Utao will join us after this one. Tianshan doesn't really ring a bell.
I heard there's a hidden palace deep in the mountains south of the Stone Gate. Traditionally, that's believed to be where they retreated for cultivation.
Mountain Southgate. I'm trying to place where Southgate might be. Not quite sure. We do still have a chunk of the map between Liyue and Samaru and stuff, by the way. That's not mapped out yet, or unlocked yet, rather. But as far as I'm aware, they did not add any sort of map updates in this version. So,
So, what were they? Monsters or something?
they were Ganyu?
Huh? All three of them?
Oh, Ganyu might be showing up. Yeah, there you go. And sounds like Ganyu is missing as well, so that's 2 out of 5.
Oh, right, Ganyu's here. Okay.
Not a great raid at all. But anyway, happy Lantern Rite.
Of course not.
Ningguang. I think it's been a while since we last met her. I forgot if she showed up in the last Lantern Rite, to be fair.
Aw, what? Not you too? Seems like everyone's busy with work.
That's literally the most important event of Liyue, so makes sense. Okay, I guess we'll now be checking out Lantern Rite ourselves, or at least the street fair. Utah still seems to be busy, otherwise I guess she would have been, she would have catch up with us at this point. 1 second. Don't forget to take breaks, look after yourself.
The traveler's being especially nice today, checking in on everyone's well-being.
Well, I think we've had plenty of incidents regarding that, so
Well, what
kind
other
of makes
options does
sense.
he have? It's not like he can drag them away from their desks and force them to have fun against their will.
Would be pretty funny, but if I had to guess, Leo would be pretty mad if I did that, so never mind.
I actually have something I need to do as well. So I should get to the Wangshang funeral parlor.
And tell Putao? Like,
Oh, are you
what?
looking for Hu Tao? She's supposed to meet us here so we can grab lunch. Why don't you come with? If you don't mind the extra company, of course.
Not at all. I'd love to. What a nice surprise.
And if I had to guess, she would probably have some kind of people
Hu Tao
to
should have
actually
joined
show
us here
her
by now.
how to get there.
I guess her meeting overran. Why don't we head to the funeral parlor?
Sounds good to me. Well,
Okay,
let's go
let's
there
go.
then. Let's see. We obviously don't really know what is currently happening with her, so... And that appears to be the event itself. Now, if I had to guess, that means I had to have the thingies unlocked. The game modes. Which appears to be this one. Shoots by lamplight, a training ground that the instructor has specifically prepared for reserve recruits, fully equipped with a comprehensive set of training drills. This is said to be remarkably effective. A remarkably effective way of enhancing the recruit's combat skills. Looks like just guess, but if I had to guess, some gift envelope. Mod combat, yeah, I'm guessing that's one of the games. So, what are you doing here? I wish everyone's could tell. Oh, I think that might just be some text that'll pop up from a bunch of characters. Let's see. The Ministry of Civil Affairs will place various festive toys throughout the UAE. How about doing the Lantern Rite? Visit these toy locations and increase your festive travel channel progress to redeem the corresponding rewards. In the Lamplet Entertainment menu, you can check the location of each festive toy within Louis Harbor. Use normal attacks to activate fortune coins and cause them to rotate. Program them correctly to increase your festive travel channel progress. Visit sightseeing scopes to catch a glimpse of sights afar. Successfully view these extraordinary vistas to increase your festive travel channel progress. Okay, so I'm getting the vibe we don't really have very specific mini-games, but rather maybe like 1 and 2 and then just various stuff spread around Liyue. Use a text to activate launch tubes and cause them to stop rotating to increase your festive travel channel progress. When the launch tubes, which have stopped rotating, point towards specific pictures, they can even fire off the corresponding fireworks. It can cause the launch tubes to display 4 identical pictures at the same time. If you can. Something interesting could happen. Oh, okay. Sightscaping scope number 2, launch tube number 1. Okay. So that's basically what's going on. Now, if I remember correctly, negative character. Okay, that might be for a game. I think actually I might be able to get this from here. I believe that, yeah, there you go, that's the fever thingy. You do need, so basically, I guess you can have up to 1500, and if you get 1200, you can get a character. You can get a Xiangling skin if you get the full 1500. That's cool. But it's actually like a specific thing to make sure to actually like complete the entirety of the event. Or at least a reward at the end, because I believe previously, the event would generally be like you don't have to do 100% to get everything.
What are all these Mora for? They're huge and so shiny.
Lady Yuhong said they're fortune coins. Go on, give them a rub. It'll bring you good luck.
I mean, the literature just said that these are basically doesn't sound like anything happens beyond the first time you hit it. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna focus on the.
Lanterns? Nope. They're toys that shoot fireworks. New to this year's festival. You should try them, Paimon. Whoa, it's beautiful.
Do they all do different things? They do indeed. Okay, so hang on. So from my understanding, if we make sure they all show the same thing, then we do get something, I think. And it's always the same order, I think, so that helps. I was almost double lucky. Lucky.
Look, there are fireworks for each of these 4 designs too.
All right. Well, let's go on and follow the actual funeral parlor, unless the game stops me and wants me to do anything else. This appears to be a mini game. Let's save that one for later. If I actually find my way, at least. Right, makes sense. I believe it. Yeah, it's down there. Okay. In that case, let's see what Hutto is up to. Or not. Earlier, just a tidy funeral parlor.
Exactly. Since this has come at such a festive time, I'd rather keep things low-key to avoid disturbing the celebrations.
So, sounds like that would be a customer from Hutto.
Sure, but let's stick with something small. His lordship has never been a fan of ostentation.
I'm guessing maybe that's actually the meeting she was talking about.
It sounds perfect. You think of everything, Director Who.
I have no idea what's that supposed to mean.
Yes. His lordship had one made 2 years ago, in fact. He sourced an excellent block of gloomwood
I
and had
see.
an artisan convert it into a casket. It's currently being stored at the old family house at Yilong Wharf.
No 50% off coupon needed in this case. So Tom's a little concerned about going too cheap in this case, from
It's like
what
you
it
read my
sounds
mind.
like.
Master expressed the same concern, but he also said he has full confidence in the Wangshang Funeral Parlor's judgment in this area.
Considering I believe she's literally the only person that offers some kind of service in the entirety of Liyue, I think. Or at least, like, known to us, that is.
That sounds ideal. Oh, and we should put some rugs down. Make them tortoiseshell. His lordship is very fond of that color.
Now, one thing I'm curious about, surely this conversation has to be relevant, because it is getting quite long. It's not like we're interrupting this of something.
Master requested no
sorts.
music procession, but 16 pallbearers. Nothing flashy. Plain clothes will do, as long as they're smart and all dressed the same. Open
So I
sedan
wonder
chair,
if this,
please, with 4
if
pairs of
Ansu,
white
and
plaques
wherever
and
this
20
is the
pairs of
ruin
red
from,
plaques.
is potentially definitely related to what we've just heard, from my understanding, or I would guess at least.
Yes, 2 sets of gold weaponry and 2 sets of soul banners, 4 items per set. That will do nicely.
Or to be fair, it's also interesting to see Wu Tao basically going through her entire planning. Just
For the hanging banner, we want an octagonal tube with 8 tassels per corner and a dome of red gauze covering the top. As for the portrait pavilion, we're looking to do one incense pavilion with 2 spare rooms. One is a changing room, the other is a display room, and we'd like a plain white cover over the whole thing. Ah, I knew I missed something. The family neglected to consider that in their sorrow, but it's a minor detail. What would your suggestion be?
so. So basically, it's the founder of the Feion Commerce Crew that has apparently away. I'm not sure if that name came up before. It's been a while since I've played, and I haven't really played most of the side quests, of course. I'm to check actually, because I think that might be that'll be important. Because I might be completely missing things right now. Oh, yes, I definitely was, because apparently Chingyu is coming from there. I believe that's the playable character, yeah, it is. Whoopsie.
Excellent! I must say,
Actually, it makes me
Director
wonder,
Who,
if
you
I had to
really
guess, that
understand
would
your
then
clients.
mean that we'll run into him as well at some point, or them. Actually, hang on. Him. There we go. Oh, I'm guessing another person from Feion, maybe?
Greetings, Director Who.
Oh, no
Lady
mind.
Nulong has arrived, and she would be most grateful if you could join her at Eugene Terrace.
Should I count these NPCs, by the way? I am not sure. No, I don't think I'll count them for the time being. So in terms of wastelands, we have 3 out of 5, basically. But Wu is indeed busy, as you can clearly tell.
Of course. I've taken plenty of your time already. Don't let me keep you.
Of course, Director. I'll handle it.
Okay.
The Who family is truly blessed. It seems their
The Wu
directors
is
go from
off to her
strength to
next
strength with each
meeting.
generation.
And it makes me wonder what will happen with us, because we're basically about to go to the funeral parlor.
I agree. She was born for the job.
Ah, yes, Madam Undertaker. I didn't get the chance to discuss payment with the director.
There's no rush. I gathered from your conversation that the situation is still unfolding. This was just an initial meeting, so that we can make advanced preparations, yes?
That's right. Master asked me to come a few days ahead of time so that things aren't rushed at the last minute. On that note, please do keep everything strictly confidential for now.
Oh, it kind of sounds
No
like
public
they might
announcements.
have not died yet.
Of course. You have my word.
But it's only a few days.
Thanks. Could I trouble you for a pro forma invoice? Easier for the family to review that way.
At least that's my understanding.
I'll get that to you in due course. Oh, hello. Can I
And
help you?
now we arrive.
Hey, Fairy! We're looking for Hu Tao. Is she here?
You just missed her, unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Oh. Any
Another
idea
meeting,
when she'll be
unfortunately,
back?
that is.
She didn't say, but she only left a moment ago. She could be some time. If it's anything urgent, I'd be happy to take a message for you and I'll relay it to her as soon as she returns.
But I guess it's not too urgent.
Oh, no, it's nothing urgent.
If you'd prefer to speak with her directly, you can always wait till she's free.
But I have the mild feeling that it might be a little while longer before that's the case.
Sucks. Paimon thought Hu Tao would be done with work by now. I guess she's got more on her plate than we realized. Well, there's not much point in hanging around here. Why don't we go eat and come back later? Paimon is getting a little hungry. But shouldn't we wait for Hu Tao?
Well, based on the fact that she literally just left for another meeting, I don't think that's a good idea.
It
Or-
sounded like she's
Well, you
gonna
could,
be
but
a
it's gonna
while.
take a while.
Besides, I can always fire up the stove again when she's back. Okay, sounds good. Madam Lan, you must be getting hungry too, right? You should come with us. Madam Lan?
Oh, sorry. I spaced out. Whatever works for you.
Alright, Fairy, we'll head off then. Can you let Hu Tao know where we are when she gets back?
Sure. Take care, everyone.
Alright, we're not telling them what it might be about, but at least we tell them, hey, we're looking for a tower. Oh, and some might have
Butler
recognized.
Ma'am, do you happen to know who that young lady with the
Yeah, I was
black
about to
hair
guess
is?
it's probably about her.
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Well, you're correct with that one.
Chenyu Vale.
Something the matter?
Well, it's just... So the other day, when I was out shopping, I ran into her and Master. They were chatting away, and I noticed that she showed him a very peculiar-looking rattan figure.
At a time to that one minigame we have.
Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. And would you know it, it was that same rattan figure.
Oh.
There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole room chilly. The whole thing seems very sinister.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Are you suggesting that there could be unnatural Well, I've heard they practice Chi-Men magic in Chenyu Vale. Pentad fortune conveyance, fate transference, and the like.
So, you suspect there might be a tie-in or at least some sort of connection.
The last
here.
thing I want to do is start suspecting anyone, but with his lordship bedridden and Master urging me to start discussing funeral arrangements, I can't help but think.
That's a little sus.
Sorry, look at me rambling away. I'm sure I'm just being paranoid. Please forget I said anything and certainly don't repeat this to anyone else.
Okay, so this Lantern Rite appears to be having a little bit of
Don't
an
worry, Butler
undertone, I
Ann.
guess.
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor understands the importance of discretion.
Okay.
Client confidentiality is paramount.
So that's a little weird. Makes you wonder about what's happening. If I was busy preparing something. That's a little problematic. Well, I think it's on the sound quest. Let's see. Right, well, I think I'm gonna take a quick 3-minute break. And then I'll be seeing you back in just 3 minutes and 30 minutes. Yeah, 3.5 minutes. I'll see you then. Oh, right, welcome back. So unfortunately, we're having a little bit of an issue because I have to clean up a side quest before we can actually continue on. That's a little annoying. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's the restaurant. That was the second place I had in mind. Right, let's so quickly take care of that. Would you like 3 series of grilled tigerfish to go, please? You've got to hang on for a moment. They'll be ready soon. 3 summings, 1 for you, 1 for Paimon. Who's the last one for? The singer will meet up with per races. You mean gave us the 7-star lamps and sensor per races? That's right, he did say that he missed the taste of grilled tiger fish, but isn't he gone now? Oh! I forgot which sign quest this was. So we can still pay respects. Makes sense, let's go see him then. The last time we met Paraces there, well, the temple was in a pretty sad state, and there were treasure hoarders in the area too. And some of this statue hasn't been defaced. It really servings of grilled tiger fish. Hold on to them now. That's nice. Come on, after our next stop. And there you go. We immediately start with Lantern Rite. Hey, Phil. In Twitch chat. Oh, he's not at his regular spot. Or to be fair, if I had to guess, he's also involved in the preparations as well. It's like pretty much everyone is. Well, hang on. Lanyan recognizes something. Oh. Right, she's the perfume person, I believe. But it sounds like Lanyan just recognized something else being off. Hang on. Oh, whoopsie. I think I just accidentally switched to the wrong scene. Right, there you go. You have game audio again. Right, so we're gonna have to pick him up to go to the
I'm very
pharmacy.
grateful for the help. Why don't I watch the store? As it happens, I know a thing or two about perfume.
I'm sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Okay, so it sounds like
Oh,
Lanyan might
Lanyan,
have
craftswoman
recognized the
from
perfume, in my
You can
belief.
trust her.
Actually, to be fair, it could be 2 reasons. Either she just recognized the perfume and wants to ask about stuff, or you might believe it's connected to him not feeling well.
Oh,
But let's see.
A friend of yours, then. Thank you, Madame Lanyan. That would be a huge help.
Okay, never mind. Lanyan will just step in.
Youngling, I guess that means
at the
we're free
store.
to head back. Let's get cooking
Oh,
so
man,
the
it's
troops
not
can
connected
feast
then.
on their triumphant return.
Great minds think alike, Dad. Go on, get to Mayus to
Oh,
Boo Boo
hang on.
Pharmacy.
Okay, I don't think I realized that yet.
Thank you all.
Didn't know channeling was connected to that, or I might have, and I just completely forgot. But I didn't. I definitely wasn't aware that they are like familiar, if you know what I mean. Meanwhile, you bring Demeos to Boo Boo Pharmacy, where Baishu takes him to the back room for examination. You're surprised to see 2 other familiar faces there. And I should have kept a record at this point. I think we're at like 3 out of 6 now? Hang on. And another one. That's like 3 out of 7 now. But anyway, happy Lantern Rite to you both.
Oh, did you get sick too?
But then someone else. Oh, yeah, obviously, yeah. I just checked the wiki and he's connected with the guy we met at the funeral parlor, so. Yeah, it gives us a bunch of context on what's happening.
Oh no! Sorry to hear that. That sounds really serious.
So there's a confirmation he hasn't died yet, but he's not far away.
None of them could figure out what it was? That seems
But I am
strange.
getting a little bit concerned about the thing that the butler mentioned. Oh. So the butler is convinced that it's a curse. I guess caused by that thing, by that figure that he's found in the room. Then what is it though? So he believes it's just simply the sign of death being near. Which, I mean, if it's anything close to the regular human time scales, then 100 would be quite a lot.
Oh no. Singcho, this must be so hard for you.
So might as well also just be a neutral one. Or natural, not neutral. But I'm pretty sure it listed. Because I just checked it again. It's definitely still listed him as butler there, so that's why I mentioned butler as well earlier. Well, let's see.
Feeling any better?
Timaeus is also missing.
It's fit as a fiddle, dear. As in the instrument, not the finger twitching.
It's nothing serious. Probably just exhaustion from the long journey. Then not resting properly afterwards.
Hello, Baijudo. Baiju has not lost his voice.
It's all
Luckily.
my fault.
I'm prescribing a nutritious soup to be taken every night before bed. Here's the recipe. That should sort him out.
Who's in the
But
back?
if his symptoms persist, make sure to come and see me again.
I thought it would be always Chichi, but no mind.
Thank you,
There's someone
Dr.
else in the
Baiju.
back.
Looks like Timaeus is gonna be alright. That's a relief.
It might just be a... Yeah, I think that's just a regular shop burger then. Don't
Iyengar,
mention
we should
it.
probably get this guy back right away. Baiju says he needs to rest.
Agreed. Plus, I shouldn't keep Madame Lanyan waiting too long. Drop by later when you've got a second, so I can thank you both properly.
Alright, well that's him taken care of. Lucky. Or glad it's not a big problem.
Ah, Master Xingqiu. I won't beat around the bush. The situation is looking a little more complicated than I'd initially thought.
Oh, that might be about the master then. John Sheng is missing though. By the snake. Oh. So both cases he believes are related. Now one thing that just pops in my mind. Lanyan recognized some kind of scent down there in the room. And the battle from earlier has recognized her to be somewhat related, or at least seemingly related. So, who knows? Sounds a little suspicious, if I'm gonna be honest. But if that's the case, then we definitely gotta get something going on
It would
then.
appear so, although it's debatable whether it is an illness per se. The truth is, they are both aging at an accelerated rate.
Okay.
Yes, significantly faster than the average person. But so far, I have not managed to determine the cause.
So they have something that appears to be causing issues. Obviously. That's really strange.
Cutting years off their lives? What a turn of phrase. That sounds horrible.
But I mean, if it's aging them fast, and that's basically what's happening.
There are a few other remedies I can try, even if it's just trial and error at this point. This morning I sent Chi-Chi to Mount Chingsa to look for a certain herb. There's still a chance we might turn things around if we're lucky.
So that explains why Chichi's not here.
Oh, and speaking of Chingsa, has his lordship been there recently, Master Xingqiu?
It does sound like there are more people with issues.
And then the patient from Mondstadt, who I just saw, tells me he stopped off in Chingsa village during his journey. I can't help but wonder if there's some connection.
Okay, something in Chinks is causing issues. But certainly something, if I had to guess, it's there, definitely connected to with something.
Wait, so Tao Du's
Oh.
remains? That's what's causing this mystery illness?
So suddenly there's a connection.
Not to steal anyone's thunder, but while I do suspect a connection with Chingsa village, I
Or at least
highly
seemingly
doubt
some
that God
sort
remains
of
are the cause.
connection.
Good point. Then what could be the true cause?
Master Xingqiu, I will head to Chingsa village to investigate further after Chi-Chi returns. Hopefully, I will have more answers after that.
It sounds like we're going to try and join in the investigation.
We're both at gathering stuff. Just tell us where to go and we'll track down those herbs, no problem.
I am most grateful for the offer. I'll be sure to let you know if I need your assistance.
Okay. So, I guess Baishu will, for the time being, go alone. But something's up in
Merely
Chinkwe.
doing my duty.
Will you take care of yourself
Don't worry about
too?
me. I'm keenly aware of my limits.
Okay, so there's certainly some kind of concerning thing in Chinkwe happening. That's basically what appears to be happening. And the member from earlier did think it was a curse, so... I mean, something is affecting basically everyone who's going to Chingwe, so... That is fairly concerning, I would say.
Hey, come on now. We get that you don't want us to worry, but there's no need to downplay it, alright? We should be supporting you here, not the other way around. Hey! Paimon's always been smart.
That's gonna be interesting, so... I mean, Baishu's gonna go there alone. I'm pretty sure we'll go there at some point as well, if I had to guess. Makes sense, presumably. So who knows, really? But it's if I had to guess, I don't think they'll be keeping us away from whatever's happening in Chengyu. I'm pretty sure we'll go there at some point. And it sounds like Kudo is deeply involved in it, or at least also investigating, which might explain why she's concerned.
Even though Baiju ruled out God remains as the cause, Paimon still wants to get to the bottom of this Tao Do business. Oh, it's a shame Kuching had to disappear before she could tell us more.
Lanyana seems quite nonchalant about it too, and that's what other people also noticed.
True.
Of course.
Then let's head back and ask her. Come on, Xiangling's waiting on us too.
Alright then, well, let's return to the Scent of Spring. That's the perfume store where we picked up Timaeus from. That's the wrong quest, by the way. Yes, I would like to go there, thank you. Okay, so, return to Scent of Spring. Also, I just noticed that the story content is split up again in 3 parts, so... we're only gonna be able to complete 1 part today, unfortunately, because the second one is locked until tomorrow. And there definitely won't be a stream tomorrow. We'll have to see, depending on the schedule. But anyway, so things are becoming highly suspicious. We don't really know yet what's going on. Oh, Euler! What is Oina doing here?
This should be enough.
Oh! This gift envelope is for you, but I don't have one yet. Okay, I didn't really expect to randomly run into a character here. But... At least that means 3 out of 5 out of 9. Wait. Let's carry on with the story.
Ah, you're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token of our gratitude.
Don't. I don't think I would accept it personally.
Paimon thinks you're misunderstanding what that phrase means, but okay.
You'll have to excuse him. I think his efforts to learn the local dialect have fried the language part of his brain.
Alright, well, no more studying for you. Go get some rest. Doctor's orders. And if you take a turn for the worse, get back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away.
And by the way, where did Lan Yan go?
Ah, yes. I almost forgot to mention. She said she went to catch up with Director
Oh, did she actually
Hu.
mention it?
She told me to
She
pass
definitely
on the
wanted to,
message.
but obviously the hotel was constantly busy.
Wait, so she left?
Oh, sounds like they've actually run into.
Perish the thought. Miss Yingar had to run an errand, so I'm just watching the shop until she gets back.
Miss Temporary New Management. Oh boy.
Red dust under rolling clouds. I think that rings a bell. Not a scent the average young lady would choose, though. Not at all. One moment.
I guess she hasn't realized that this is Hutao yet.
Here. Is this what you're looking for? If I'm not mistaken, it's used exclusively for ritual purposes.
But I'm basically about to like talk together, so.
Let me wrap this up for you.
Oh, well, there you go. There's at least one half of the name.
Huh? How can you tell?
Oh, she recognized the hairpiece
How did-
thingy.
Sorry, who are you?
Well, there you go. At least you introduce yourself now. Or at least you both get to know each other. Come on. Could at least introduce yourself.
Huh? Grandpa was right. Liyue harbors
Oh, to
full
be
of hidden
fair,
talents. I would never
she wouldn't have
expected
to,
the
she probably
average
wouldn't have had
perfume
time
customer
for
to
the
be so
discussion, so
knowledgeable.
that would have been a problem.
Director Hu, I gotta say, that outfit looks really good on
But
you.
at least she now knows what it is.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Wait, Director Who?
Well, there you go. That explains why she suddenly ran off, it appears.
Hey, we're back. Thanks for watching the store, Madame Lan.
Miss Yingar, That person you spoke to just now. Who was that?
Hu Tao. Director Hu Tao of the Wangshun Funeral Parlor.
The one you meant to talk to all the time.
Huh? But I thought she wore the funeral parlor uniform with the Harmony hexagram hat?
I guess she just changed into something more festive for the festival.
Shoot! I was face to face with her, and I had no idea.
Well, that's a bit of a problem. I guess you got fooled then.
Sorry, Miss Yingar. Something's come up. Please let the others know I had to leave.
Okay,
Huh?
so she literally runs
What could possibly be so urgent?
after.
And then she just ran off after Hu Tao. Weird.
Maybe she'll be at his funeral parlor. I mean,
Are
certainly
you
she
going
is.
to look for her? If so, could you take this with you? I just found it in the store.
Oh. Well, you can clearly see that this is the thing on that she also has on her head.
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Interesting. And if I had to guess, that's also basically the thing that was under the bed of the master from
Yeah,
the
well, she definitely makes
economic
these.
thingy.
Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for some reason.
Not the kind of thing you see every day, that's for sure. It could be important, so if it does belong to Madame Lan, I'd like to get it back to her as soon as possible.
Well, then I guess we'll be taking it with us and then run after her.
Whatever it's for, the sooner she gets it back, the better.
Red and Toy. Let's see the text. Red and Toy left behind by someone, perhaps Lanyan, almost certainly Lanyan in my opinion. It is likely different from the ones at the fair, having a mysterious sigil stuck to it, indicating some other purpose. Okay, time to go to the parlor and literally run, I guess. Hello there. And I believe there it is. Here it is, right? Yep. But she's not outside at least.
Hey, Miss Undertaker! Are Hu Tao and Madame Lan back yet?
Sorry, I'm afraid not.
Oh.
Really? How strange. They were definitely heading this way. Maybe Hu Tao had another appointment. Any idea where we might find them?
If it was anything business related, I expect the director would have let me know. I was aware she had a meeting earlier today, for instance. But she doesn't keep me informed about her private affairs.
Okay, so it at least appears to be something that she was dealing with in private.
It's possible. The director seems to have had a lot on her mind lately. In the past, she'd usually show up to work in the mid-morning, but recently she's been getting here before the sun's up. She said she's had trouble sleeping and has been dreaming more than usual.
Trouble sleeping? Are we talking about the same Hu Tao here? That doesn't sound like her at all.
So something is
You
clearly
might want to talk
going
to our
weird.
consultant, Zhongli. He's closer to her than I
Oh, I
am.
guess we'll be meeting up Charlie as well.
Oh, good idea. How did we not think of that? So, where could we find him? Probably
I
sipping
mean,
tea
there's a
somewhere, right?
restaurant, right, where he's usually sitting at.
He's just across the road on the second floor, watching an opera. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear it.
I don't think that was English, by the way. I think that was Chinese.
Yeah, I'm here singing. Seems like Zhongli is the only one taking it easy today. Let's go say hi.
Alright, time to meet up with Sean and Layden. I was currently listening to an opera. Up here it appears. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm definitely sure that's Chinese. I know that Yolan did something like this before, but I'm not quite sure if back then it was also in Chinese. I'm not quite sure. Might have been. But really, I don't remember that. Anyway. Oh, Chun-Li is not saying anything. So he's missing, and Yolan is also missing. I didn't expect it to be that many, to be fair.
Nonsense, Miss Yoon. You are as stunning as ever. And if that was you out of practice, well, the official Lantern Rite performance is sure to be truly sensational.
Hey, Xiangli!
Because previously we only had like 1 or 2 people missing, right? But this time around, we have practically half of the, like basically half of all characters missing. I know that the, so from my understanding, Hoyo tends to like record many months ahead. And I wonder if that's them actually running out of content now at this point. Or rather out of voice acted content. Not quite, we're here for you.
Oh dear, what a pity. I'm afraid you just missed today's performance. And Miss Yoon needs to rest her voice now, or she'll strain it.
Well, unfortunately we're not actually here for that.
Thanks, Yujin. But hopefully you don't think we came here just to show up late and demand a private performance.
Yep, that's pretty much the case.
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hu Tao. Any idea where Hu Tao might be?
Sounds like we've got to ask some questions. How about a thermometer?
Oh, great. Well,
Or
this
maybe a
is just
photo
test.
question. Take a pic from the highest thing you see.
That's the thing. We don't know what it's for, but we want to get it back to her as soon as possible, just in case she really needs it.
Show the Rattan figure. I wonder if they recognize it.
Oh, goodness! That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan?
Oh, so one of them recognizes it.
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill. They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it. That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life.
Now, to be fair, we don't really know what's going on yet. It might be related. It doesn't have to be, though. And if you consider the fact that apparently everyone who goes to Chinkre has this on them, or has this some sort of disease on them, it might also just be a lucky, like something to provide God fortune because you need it or something. Who knows? I'm just saying that it doesn't necessarily
Based
have
on
to
the
be connected
description,
in the way
your
that
rattan figure
they are
looks
saying.
suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... Ugh, get it away from me. I don't want that thing anywhere near me.
Relax, it's fine. This one definitely belongs to Madame Lan. Besides, we've had it on us this whole time and nothing bad's happened to us yet.
Yet, it's literally just been like 10 minutes, if you think about it. Yep, that's the one.
Oh, now that would explain a lot. The Lans of Chenyu Vale practice Chi-Men magic. This Pentad fortune conveyance business would be right up their alley. This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu Vale have a bone to pick with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Or is something to notice that Lantern Rite generally has been more of a happy event.
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe all that. You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
Okay, that's kind of funny that it just like panned over to an actual slime. Oh?
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
Zhongli recognizes something that's actually up with the figure, or like what the figure actually says. Oh, hang on. That just reminds me. Back at the pharmacy, Dave said they were looking for some kind of exorcism, so maybe they actually invited Lanyan to exercise. And it's not nothing suspicious, but rather not the other way around.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. I remember now. Thank you for jogging my memory, Mr. Zhongli. I am humbled by your superior erudition.
This makes way more sense than Madame Lan going around trying to curse people to death.
Yeah, if I had to guess, it's probably more like he's trying to help people.
In that case, there's a good chance Madame Lan also purposely left this behind to keep Timea safe and well.
That would explain a lot, to be fair. So that means the actual intention would be to have it go back to the actual store, to Timea, and not like actually try and run after Lanyan and give it back to her.
Guess we don't need to find her so urgently after all. We were just worried that losing this might have ruined her plans. But that said, what did she need Hu Tao for anyway? And what is Hu Tao
So I
up to
guess
that's keeping
we'll
her so
bring
busy?
it back
Paimon has a bad feeling
and
about
keep
it
it
for
there
some
for the
reason.
time being. But we're asking anyway. We're asking Chun-Li if she has any idea what Lanyan might be wanting from Hu Tao.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at night?
I mean, there appears to be something up. At the very least. We don't really know yet what it is, but who knows? I mean, from my understanding, or if I had to guess, Hu Tao is definitely aware of something occurring. That would explain why she's maybe sleepless, or at least like cutting bunch of sleep. Who knows?
reluctant boss isn't an excuse to slack off, you know.
I wouldn't necessarily call it slacking off. I mean, you gotta take a day off at some point as well.
Fair point. Somehow seeing how calm Zhongli is about the whole thing does make Paimon feel much more at ease.
Well, something is definitely happening. Zhongli is telling us to just enjoy Lantern Rite. Hang on, he's giving us some. Oh, it's one of the coins. I think it might be the same symbol, not quite sure though. Well, that's nice though. I actually kind of like that.
Wow, Zhongli actually left the house with cash? Now this is a Lantern Rite to remember.
Oh, come on.
Goodness gracious! Mr. Zhongli, that looks like a very special coin you have there. Is that one of the fabled Rex coins?
You know, it's literally just one of the coins that you can find, that you can get in Louis right now.
Coin?
Yes. Look at the design on the face. It's quite different from the typical coins you see in circulation. It appears to be a symbol of Rex Lapis. There's no doubt about it. This is a Rex coin, which means it once passed through the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
About that one.
Oh, so it's just a souvenir then?
Although to be fair,
I assumed it was a
it
family
kind of looked a
heirloom
little
of
bit
great
more
value.
shinier than all the other ones, so maybe Zhongli holding it in his hand caused it to become fancy?
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
Ah, well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you. Mr. Zhongli, would you mind showing me to the vendor from whom you acquired this coin? I wouldn't mind procuring a little of the Lord of Geo's good fortune
That
for
would
myself.
be fairly awkward if it ends up being like... Is that Amber up there? Anyway. It would be fairly awkward if the vendor just sells regular coins and strongly somehow turned his into a special one. Alright, I guess we've picked up the coin now.
Oh, that's what you were singing just now? Paimon definitely wants to hear the full thing. We'll be there.
I'm guessing they'll end up being
We were
at the
actually
end.
learning about the 8 Adepts earlier, but we never found out who the 3 Beasts of Tao Du were.
Oh god, that reminds me of the rap scene that they put in Lantern Rite 24. Which was fairly awkward if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Okay,
so they
so
really weren't healed.
you're giving me a little bit of a context on what we're currently seeing. But it's definitely, we're definitely surrounding Tao now, though maybe that means it's somewhere in Chenio, and maybe that's where in some sort of form? We'll have to see. They're looking at they are showing this again, so that may be supposed to be some sort of gate.
Oh, that's so tragic. Interesting. Huh. And then he taught that to the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, right? Didn't they train under him?
Hmm. I feel like these stories very quickly again becoming a little bit complicated, but it's definitely Xinglang, hello. But it's definitely clear that Tao is somehow related to all of this, which probably explains why she's been married.
Now we finally have names for the full roster. Thanks, Yunjin.
Oh, is that also what she's been going to be having her opera about then? Sounds like it, at least.
Hey guys! Are you finally done? I've been waiting forever! Huh? Oh, Xiangling, what are you doing here?
It sounds like she has something for us, or maybe like, let's see.
Tracking you guys down, obviously. You really made me work for it, too. It's honestly a little rich that you're out here telling everyone else to take care of themselves and keep a good work-life balance when you are apparently too busy to eat.
Were we trying to meet up with someone?
Keep this up and I'll have to drag you to the dinner table and force-feed you my delicious cooking against your will. Here we are. I present to you Chef Xiangling's newest creation, Drunken Plums in Snow. You must be starving, surely.
That sounds a little weird, but...
Dig in. Wow, this is so nice of you, Xiangling. Paimon hadn't noticed how hungry she had gotten, but smelling that food
I guess we're about to
making
get an
Paimon
explanation on what it
ravenous.
is.
Sounds like you have a tough life, hey Paimon? Sometimes you feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go hungry. You should ditch the traveler and hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again.
How about no?
Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
At least I've never charged you for a single meal. Enjoy watching her eat your business into oblivion.
That may be true, but you also pretty much never feed Paimon on time.
What's that supposed to mean?
I was only kidding. I know Paimon loves to eat, but I think it'd take more than food to pry her away from your side. Anyway, enough about that. Time for you guys to eat.
I mean, I guess we're about to see
Whatever
in
your
the
plans are
main
after
story.
this, they'll go much better on a full stomach.
Alright, and it appears to be the first part already over. Only Rex coin. A virgin coin with a special Guyan sigil engraved into it. It is said that it is a symbol of Rex Lapis and can be used as a protective talisman. Okay, well that's nice. Alright then. Right, so that's basically the first story, and I'm kind of curious. Should we do a little bit more? No, I think it's gonna be fine. I still have things to do for the day. Well, that was the first part of the story. In the next stream, oh hang on, there's another one. There you go. What are you? Doesn't look like something I can interact with. Anyway, right. So, okay, no, I just fell down. Right. So, I want to talk schedule things. So, that'll be it for today with Genshin, but, I would recommend sticking around because next week we'll have more Genshin. Definitely Lantern Rite. Maybe main story, I'm not quite sure, we'll have to see. But, anyway, we'll also be visiting Starwell, of course, and probably fitting in the Senna story from this week as well, somewhere. And, yeah. So, if you want to make sure you to check in with the other streams, then I would recommend leaving a like, follow, subscribe, depends on where you're watching. And other than that, yeah, so make sure to check out links in the description. Make sure to check out Blue Sky, Mastodon, and so on. Because that'll be where you'll see the schedule being posted as soon as I have one available. But currently, the next stream will be expected on Monday, so we'll have to see then. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll have a great rest of the day or night or whatever you will be doing next.
Mm.